The fog over the River Thames doesn't just obscure the Big Ben, it seems to settle into the very bones of anyone watching it. Jackson sat in his high-rise office in the Shard, staring at a mountain of legal briefs. On paper, Jackson was the definition of British success, a senior partner at a top-tier law firm with a wardrobe of bespoke Savile Row suits. But behind the polished exterior, Jackson was crumbling. His day didn't start with clarity. It started with a frantic reach for his phone at 6 a.m. Before his kettle had even whistled for his morning tea, he had already consumed a toxic cocktail of global bad news, social media vitriol, and urgent client demands. This digital, fast food left him feeling jittery and hollow. By mid-afternoon, he was relying on back-to-back espressos, and by evening it was a bottle of expensive scotch just to switch off his racing brain. He promised himself every Sunday night, "This week I'll reclaim my focus. I'll be the man I promised my family I'd be." But by Monday lunch, the invisible cage of his habits had locked shut again. If you've ever felt like you're watching your life happen from the back seat, unable to grab the steering wheel, you aren't alone. We are often the victims of our own neural pathways. But today, that ends. We are going to dismantle the 5 steps that Jackson used to shatter his cage. Before we reveal the secret that changed Jackson's life, make sure to subscribe and join our global community. We are dedicated to one thing, helping you become the architect of your own destiny. Now let's go to the night Jackson hit the floor. The breaking point didn't happen in his sleek London office. It happened during a rainy weekend in Edinburgh. Jackson was there for his younger brother's wedding, but instead of celebrating, he was hiding in a dark corner of a traditional pub off the Royal Mile, staring at his 4th glass of whiskey and scrolling through work files. Suddenly the lights felt too bright, and the laughter of the crowd felt like sandpaper on his nerves. He walked out into the cold Scottish night, his chest tightening in a full-blown anxiety attack. He leaned against the ancient stone walls of Edinburgh Castle, gasping for air, realizing that all his success had bought him was a front-row seat to his own disappearance. He was found by an old family friend, Dr. Alistair, a retired behavioral neuroscientist who happened to be walking his dog. Alistair didn't lecture him. He simply said, "Jackson, you're trying to fight a forest fire with a water pistol. You're using willpower, but your brain is using biology. You can't win a war against your own dopamine until you change the battlefield." Under the shadow of the castle, Alistair laid out a blueprint that stripped away the fluff and focused on 5 proven scientific steps. This is the strategy Jackson used to rewire his brain in record time, the Navigator's code. Step 1. Identify the linchpin. Trigger. Most people try to fix the habit, but they ignore the trigger. Jackson realized he didn't drink because he liked the taste. He drank because the cue was the sound of his laptop closing. That sound signaled loneliness. By identifying the trigger, he could anticipate the urge before it became a tidal wave. Step 2. The replacement bridge. Alistair explained that the brain cannot distinguish between deleting a habit and losing a piece of itself. You must displace it. For Jackson, the 6 p.m. scotch was replaced by a bridge habit, a 15-minute high-intensity workout at a gym near Canary Wharf. Step 3. Environment friction. Willpower is a myth. Design is reality. Jackson made his bad habits expensive in terms of effort. He moved his television out of his bedroom and left his phone in his car overnight. Conversely, he made good habits cheap. He laid out his gym clothes on his desk at 5 p.m. Step 4. The 1% micro-win Jackson stopped trying to be perfect and started trying to be consistent. He committed to just 5 minutes of meditation at Hyde Park every morning. This micro-win proved to his brain that he was someone who kept his promises. Step 5. The accountability mirror. Shame dies in the light. Jackson confessed his struggle to his brother. They started a simple daily check-in. The knowledge that someone he respected was holding the mirror kept Jackson honest during the moments when his motivation faded. 6 months later, Jackson returned to Edinburgh not as a victim, but as a conqueror. He decided to hike to the top of Arthur's Seat, the ancient volcano overlooking the city. The climb was symbolic. Every step up the rocky path was a rejection of the easy dopamine he used to crave. He used a technique Alistair taught him called urge surfing. When his legs burned and his brain screamed for him to stop and check his emails, he didn't fight the feeling. He surfed it, acknowledging the discomfort, breathing through it, and watching it recede like the tide. Standing at the summit, looking out over the North Sea, Jackson felt a clarity he hadn't known since childhood. He wasn't just sober or productive, he was free. He had replaced the digital noise of London with the silence of his own strength. He realized that the 5 steps weren't just a fix, they were a new operating system for his life. Jackson's journey proves that your past does not have to be your prologue. Whether you are in London, Edinburgh, or anywhere else in the world, the biology of change remains the same. Breaking bad habits is not about being a superhero, it's about being a strategist. Now, I don't want you to just sit there and let these words fade away. I want to challenge you right here, right now, to a 24-hour habit reset. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start the clock the moment this video ends with these 3 moves. First, find your linchpin. The very next time you feel that familiar itch to go back to your old ways, I want you to freeze. Stop and ask yourself, what is the actual feeling driving this? Is it boredom? Is it a hidden anxiety? Or are you just lonely? Name that feeling and write it down. Once you bring that shadow into the light, it loses its power over you. Second, start playing with friction. Stop relying on willpower. It's a trap. Instead, rely on design. Today, move just one thing in your house to make that bad habit harder to reach. If it's your phone, banish it to the kitchen. If it's junk food, put it on the highest, most annoying shelf you have. Force your body to work for its vices, and you'll find your mind starts to lose interest. And finally, build your 5-minute bridge. Tomorrow, when that trigger inevitably hits, don't fight it. Just detour. Commit to doing something, anything different, for exactly 5 minutes. Go for a quick walk, take 10 deep breaths, or grab a pen and journal. If you can just stay on that bridge for 300 seconds, you'll watch that wave of craving hit the shore and vanish. Your future self is waiting for you on the other side of this decision. They are healthier, freer, and more alive. Don't keep them waiting. What is the one habit you are committing to? Bridge today. Tell me in the comments. Let's start your transformation together.